is look at them. Today we're ranking the Akatsuki. This is not a power scaling video. We are ranking them based on how cool they are and how well written they are as a character, as well as their overall contribution to the group. We're going to start out with Zetsu, both colors. I'm just not a fan of the whole last minute twist thing that they went for. It didn't feel like it had any payoff, and he was very creepy. Now, I like Sasuke way better than Naruto, but Team Taka, they just didn't do much as members of the Akatsuki, if we're being honest. And I will never forget watching this entire team struggle in a 4v1 versus Killer Bee. In this next spot, I got Kakazu. Pretty mid-tier Akatsuki members, him and his partner. The whole multiple heart thing, it was kind of interesting. I'll give him some credit. He's not on the bottom of the list. His partner, Hidan, does not get too much more credit. We'll put him one spot higher because I think his aesthetic and the overall theme of his character is a bit strong. But he can't go too high on the list because Shikamaru flicking that cigarette was the highlight of his character, and someone killing you cannot be your biggest flex. Next up, I have Sasori, the Puppet Master, and this is going to be the end of the mid-tier Akatsuki members, in my opinion. Everybody else after this kind of... I do think his tie-ins to the Sand Village were interesting, but mid. Next up, I got Obito. A lot of people rank him higher, like an S-tier, A-tier kind of character. Not maybe A, but like lower A. Once we started to get things unrolling with him and his backstory, it was kind of interesting. The tie-ins to Kakashi, stuff like that. But he just felt out of place during the whole endgame of the Great Ninja War. I don't know. I'm not putting him in the elite level. Next up, I have Nagato, who is, to me, the bottom of his trio. He kind of almost seems like he's Naruto's like long-lost brother or something. Like deep down, that talk no jutsu that they had, that was some deep stuff. I liked, but he just can't compare to the people coming after him. Pain. He's incredibly strong. Watching him just decimate the elite village was impactful. And he does kind of look like he himself can be an entire like death metal band like Korn or Slipknot. But to me, Conan is just my personal favorite of that little friend group. Watching some of those scenes with the origami just kind of surrounding her, it's like some crazy stuff. Like the reason I watch anime, to be honest. I'm sorry I forgot your name in a few videos, Conan. You're amazing. She's definitely waifu material as well, and she really was just like the glue that kept them together in that backstory. I almost forgot that Orochimaru was a member of the Akatsuki, but it would feel absolutely criminal to put him any lower than Ryu. Kisame is dope. I also think he might be the tie-in for how Naruto and One Piece are related. Kisame, Fishman, fan theory for you. His sword, his aesthetic, the way he's Itachi's partner, top tier, in my top. I got Itachi at number 2, not number 1. We don't need to say much about him, you already. But the best Akatsuki member, Deidara, by far, this man, a work of art.